This is Kenny with BWOne.com. We're here today to check out the Typo keyboard case. As you can see, it's a little case that you have here with a hard keyboard on the bottom. It's pretty lightweight, pretty basic as far as the actual construction goes. Has a hard keyboard here on the bottom with all your QWERTY keyboard. You have a little micro USB port on the side to charge it because it does have a backlight to it, so you can use it if you're using it at night. Makes it a little bit easier as far as typing and seeing the keys go. It also has a little slot here on the bottom, so that way you have access to all your ports as far as charging your phone, headphones, all that kind of good stuff. So here I'm going to actually plug it in here. So you can see it slides in nice and nifty. Pretty snug case, really lightweight, nice and thin, keeps a nice small profile. And then when you actually want to sync it, all you have to do is you go into your settings. Here, let me start this over here. You can hold the little Bluetooth button on the keyboard itself. You'll see that's blinking blue here, and it shows up right away. Just pair it up. And then once it's paired, you actually have a button here in the bottom right hand corner. Since you no longer have access to your hard home button, this little button here in the corner acts as your home button. So once you do that, it kind of takes you back home. You can double tap it to get to your multitasking, all that kind of good stuff. If you're actually in an app and you want to, so let's say I'm going into my notes, I'm going to start a new note here. You can see you have your shift button down here. So again, similar to the keyboards that you might find on the BlackBerry and things like that. It's actually been compared to the BlackBerry keyboard beforehand. And as you can see, this is the Typo keyboard. Buttons are pretty solid. It's pretty easy as far as clicking. You have a nice tactile feedback to it. And again, like I was saying, here's your backlight button. So if you're in a dark place or anything like that, push that, gives you a little bit extra backlighting to it. If you also still want to use your on-screen keyboard, you have a hard button here as well, so you kind of pull up that on-screen keyboard in case for whatever reason you want to switch between the two of them. I've been using the keyboard for about a week or so, and I like it. It's a little different because I'm not used to using a hard keyboard, having had the on-screen one for such a long time. So having an actual tactile feedback is a little bit different. I'm not the biggest fan, more than anything, just because of the fact that I never really liked the BlackBerry keyboards. It's a little bit tight. Their buttons are big enough, but still a little bit smaller than I'd really like for a nice full-size keyboard. So again, it's a nice case. Again, here's the bottom here. You can see you have access to all the ports and everything like that. It's a nice case. It's a nice keyboard as far as keyboards go, because there's not really a lot of accessories like this for the iPhone right now. And it's compatible with the iPhone 5 and the 5S just because of the size of how the construction's made. This is the Typo keyboard. Again, what I like about it is the fact that it is nice to have a hard keyboard. Some people, if you type a lot, if you do emails, text messaging, things like that, it can be a little bit hard to do on this on-screen keyboard all the time, so it's nice to have that tactile feedback. It's also nice to just have that backlight feature when you are in a dark place and you want to continue typing and doing long messaging, things like that. Overall, it's a good keyboard. It takes a little bit of time to get used to as far as just having not having your home button access like you normally would, but otherwise it seems to do the job pretty well. And so this is the Typo keyboard. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Google+. And don't forget to always live your tech world in high definition.